Welcome to Terrifying Real-Life Horror Stories. Each episode in this series is based on chilling encounters people have actually lived through. Warning, these tales are not for faint of heart. A man was driving home late at night after work. As he glanced in his review mirror, he saw a pale woman sitting in back seat, her face hidden behind her long hair. Heart racing, he slammed the brakes, jumped out, and opened the back door. It was empty. Terrified, he drove home. Later, police told him a woman died in that same car years ago, murdered by her boyfriend. A young woman living alone woke one night to hear the sound of baby crying outside her window. It was past midnight. She almost opened the door until she remembered the story of criminals using baby cries to lure women outside. She stayed inside and called the police. They later found footprints near her door. Whoever was there had disappeared in woods, waiting for her to open it. A girl woke up in the middle of the night feeling watched. As her eyes adjusted, she saw a faceless shadow standing by her bed. Frozen in fear, she could only close her eyes. When she opened them, the figure was gone. A college student got late-night calls from unknown number. A distorted voice whispers, "I'm watching you." Thinking it was a prank, he hung up. But as he turned to the window, saw a figure outside staring directly at him, with a phone glowing in his hands. A security guard entered the elevator of an old building at 2 a.m. As the door closed, he heard a woman whispering his name. The elevator descends past the basement into a pitch-black, endless shaft. Sudden, power cut out. When he returned, he was back in the lobby, doors opened like nothing had happened. A driver picked up a young girl hitching on the rainy night. She gave him her address, but when he arrived, she was gone. Confused, he knocked on the door. An old woman answered and said, "Impossible. My daughter died in a car accident years ago on this road." A businessman. Check into a cheap motel. He noticed a foul smell in a room. The next morning, he discovered the smell was coming from under the bed, where the body of a murdered woman had been hidden. A woman was walking home alone when she saw a man in a hoodie following her. She turned to look at him, only to realize he had no face. When she screams, he vanished into thin air. A family returned from vacation to find their home just as they left it, except for one detail. A chair was placed directly under the bedroom window, and on the frame, muddy handprints smeared across the glass. A young man received a voicemail from his friend saying, "Help me, he's here." He rushed to his friend's house only to find police cars outside. His friend had been killed hours before the call was made. When he checked his phone again, the voicemail was gone. These were 10 horrifying stories that remind us reality can be far scarier than fiction. Subscribe for more horrors.